Welcome to our speaker series for 2024-2025. This is hosted by BPW Ontario, and I just want to give a little elevator speech. BPW Ontario is a dynamic network of working women committed to improving the economic and working conditions for women. As part of the global BPW International Organization, we empower women through advocacy, education, and mentorship. Our members are leaders, entrepreneurs, and advocates who work together to create positive change, break down barriers, and promote equality in the workplace. Whether you're seeking professional development, support in advancing your career, or a platform to drive social change, BPW Ontario provides the tools and connections to help you succeed. Join us in shaping a future where women thrive at work and in life. That's my new elevator speech. So welcome everyone. We're only here for an hour, so I will get started. My name is Ann Harvey. I'm the first Vice President of BPW Ontario and member of the local Hastings and Prince Edward Club. All right, Jocelyn, would you do me the honor?
In the spirit of truth and reconciliation, BPW Ontario members acknowledge that we gather on traditional lands of the Haudenosaunee, the Ojibwe Chippewa, Anishinaabeg, Anishinaabeg, Attawandaron, Wendat, Huron-Wendat, Mississaugas of the New Credit, Atikameksheng, Anishinaabe, Métis, and Inuit peoples. We are grateful for the opportunity to work with Indigenous peoples who continue to live in these lands to create a safer and more abundant future for all women and girls.
Thank you. BPW Ontario welcomes all people who identify as women, regardless of race, religion, age, nationality, citizenship, geographic location, ability, marital status, socioeconomic status, education, sexual orientation, or gender identity, and is committed to providing an inclusive, welcoming, and empowering environment for all women. Members. All right, Nancy, would you do me the honor of reading the callers?
Nancy. Certainly. Okay. May we see beyond pettiness, fault finding, and all forms of prejudice. Let's meet each other face to face with honesty, patience, and generosity of spirit. May we go forward, unafraid, confidently putting into action plans that are carefully considered and adequately debated. May we depart with the knowledge that through BPW and our collective energies, we can impact upon the greater good more than can be realized alone. And may we have the strength to abide by our convictions, the reward of sharing our burdens, and the joy of success in all we do.
Thank you, Nancy. So our guest speaker today is Moira Bush. Moira Bush was born in South Africa. She worked in shantytown community programs, helping unemployed women become entrepreneurs. When Moira moved to England, she created specialized training programs to help women come off welfare systems and launch their own businesses. Although the programs she worked with received recognition from Mandela's family and the royal family in England, as well as being nominated for the South African Entrepreneur of the Year award, she felt she could do more for her clients. Moira established the Moira Bush Academy for Soul Businesses to teach internationally the Certified Color Mirrors program, plus her courses in numerology, shadow work, card readings, and annual predictions. She is the author of 8 Colors of Prosperity, the Color Mirrors Oracle Deck, and Color Your Shadow Deck. She uses her social media shows, including the Magenta Show, the 707 Show, and Color Chat, to demonstrate how color therapy empowers entrepreneurs and those seeking a deeper connection to their soul. So excited to hear from you. Moira, I'm going to stop sharing so that you can share and take it away.
Hello. Oh, thank you so much. It's so lovely to be here and to see you and anybody watching the recording. Just a warm welcome as well. I just love any opportunity to speak about my passion, which is color therapy. I've been doing color therapy for 20 years, but I've been in business and self-employment and women's empowerment for, well, it's way over 25 years now. I have to sometimes go back and count. I can't always remember. I'm getting older too. I kind of have to go back and count how many years this has been. But I'm just so thrilled to be here. Thank you so much. And Nancy for inviting me. She's been a wonderful support for and champion for me and my business as well. I really appreciate it. I'm going to do a little presentation. I've got some slides. So I would like to make sure that you just have a pen and paper nearby, because I'm going to ask you to write down just 1 or 2 little words and or colors, I should say. And then we're going to just see where this little exercise takes us. I have to tell you, you are my color virgins tonight, because I've never done this exercise with anybody else. I sat this morning and I kind of felt into the energy of your organization and thought, I wonder what can I do that's not boring lecture thing? What can I do that can be fun and like a color game or a color exploration? So this is kind of what I've come up with. So I hope that you have some fun with this. So yeah, before I start the presentation, does anybody here have anything specific that they would like to know about color and their business and successes or their jobs, whatever you're involved in? Good. So I could go straight into it then. Nobody has got anything to ask me up front, right? Okay, so let's share some magic technology here. You all see the screen? Fabulous. Okay, so colors that promote success in business. This is kind of the conversation that Nancy and I had that she would like me to, to share with your organization. So I'm going to cover colors in marketing. So that's branding and marketing. Your personal colors, the colors of your money, and the colors of your client or customer, depending on if you're in business or if you're employed. And then we're going to have a look at how does that give us what your colors of success are, the colors that will pull you towards more success. So let's first have a look at colors in marketing. Now, I got a bit cheeky here, so I thought I would bring the logo of your organization up. And let's do a little bit of an analyzing spot. Have you ever had the logos analyzed of the organization? Has anybody ever told you what the colors mean? Oh, so good. So here we got some new information here. Okay, so I took this little piece off the wording of what you describe the organization as, just very briefly from your website. And then I looked at the logo and I thought this feels like green and gold. So am I correct? Those are your colors. Okay, fantastic. Okay. Now, here is some analysis around what this logo's colors mean. If we break it down to what the green means, green speaks from the heart. It's the color that denotes that there's space for everyone. It is the color of balance, harmony, growth, new beginnings, and possibilities. Would you say that rings true for your organization so far? Excellent. So let's have a look at gold. Gold is about power, but this is not power that takes control and manipulates. This is about authentic power, power that comes from the heart. Gold is a mixture of yellow and pink. So it's about alchemy, inclusion, and global union. There's something about gold that says we're all in it, because gold is that central wealth representation. It's kind of all money and wealth is measured in terms of gold. So it has a global union to it. How does that sit with you guys? Does this feel like it's about right? Excellent. But now we need to look at what the psychology of color is, or what the analysis is when you bring green and gold together. So the combination of green and gold is about positive energy to make things happen. So there's a lot of action energy here. It's like get things done. You're not just going to put words out there. You actually put action behind it. And it also creates a space to be powerful and centered at the same time. Of course, normally we see power as somebody that just is a go-getter and takes action and gets out there. But the centeredness that comes in with the green says there's thought behind the action that's taken. It's measured, it's gentle, it's centered, it's in alignment. So how does that fit in with your organization? Does this kind of give you analysis on the colors? Anybody want to comment?
That is amazing, Moira. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Good. Love doing this.
Hmm.
Right, so let's have a look at your personal colors. So you will all have a favorite color. So, think about what is your favorite color. It'll be a color that maybe makes you feel safe, heard, makes you feel more powerful, can make you feel more peaceful. You may even use this color in your decor, or maybe it's like favorite sweater that you wear a lot, or maybe you choose your car to be in that color because this color is the color that you just really love. So what makes it your favorite color? Now, the influence can go back to your childhood, events that have happened. It could even be the baby room colors. There could be various reasons why a color is particularly your favorite color. It could be that it was your mom or your dad's color, and that's just you took it on as your color. It had a big influence on you. However, there is another influence to consider when it comes to your personal colors. The date that you are born carries a color vibration. Now, these are what we would call your soul colors. And often when your birthday colors are revealed, you find a direct correspondence to your favorite color. It's a very weird thing that happens. People will come and give us their date of birth, and we'll look at what their soul color is, or we can call it a life path number. In numerology, people have different names for it. But very, very often it is a direct link to what their favorite color. They might say my favorite color is blue, and then they have turquoise in it in their life path number, because there will be a link to something corresponding. So let me just show you what's going to happen here. So the BPW was founded in 1930, am I correct? Right, it's founded in 1930. Now, numerology, what we do is we add up the digits individually. 1 + 9 + 3 + 0 gives you 13. Everything in numerology has to come to a number 1 to a 9. So you have to keep breaking it down till you get a single digit number. 1 + 3 is 4. Now, in the color mirror system that I work with, and I've been working with it for 20 years, that is the color of the number 4. And there is your logo. Crazy, hey? Absolutely crazy. Okay, so let's take it another step further. Let's calculate your personal color. So what you're going to do is there are the colors numbered from 1 to 9, and there are the color description underneath. 2 bottles, number 4 and 9, have 2 colors actually. They're not just a single color. So, and that's the color mirror system in numerology. Now, I want you to take your birthday numbers and bring it to one single digit. So let's say, for example, you're born today, the 25th of November, 1955. By the way, if it is your birthday today, happy birthday. So it's the 25th of November, 1955. So what you do is you take the numbers of that birthday and you break it into single digits. You'll say 2 + 5, 1 + 1, which is the 11th of November. You'll never say 11. You don't go 2 + 5 + 11. It's 1 + 1. Everything, there's a very strong discipline in numerology. You need to break it down to a single digit. So when you add all those digits up, it comes to 29. But remember, we have to bring everything down to a single number between 1 and 9. So 2 + 9 gives you 11. We're still not there. So we have 1 + 1 = 2. So this person whose birthday it is today have got blue as a soul color. So I'd like you to calculate yours, and then I want you to come and tell me which is your soul colors. What did you come to?
The number 1.
Jocelyn, you're number 1 yellow. Nice. Anybody else want to share?
Also 1.
Stacy,
Yes.
you're also number 1. Oh, we got 2 yellows. That's nice. Bright sparks and leaders. Nice color. Does anybody else want to tell me their number? You don't have to, by the way. It's just we're having a bit of fun here.
1.
Laura.
Yes, 1.
Goodness me. 3 number 1s. You know how rare that is.
I'm coming up with 1 too.
I think mine is 5.
Oh, thank goodness. Somebody has a different. Is that you, Norma?
No,
No,
it's Anne.
mine is 3.
Other and K. So
Yep.
you come as a number 5. Okay, you green.
Pink.
And
Yeah,
I'm
it's just
Norma
Norma's
is 3.
Norma is a
3.
3. Oh, goody. So we do have some different ones. Okay, Nancy, have you got your number? I've lost her there. Okay, no problem. Let's carry on to the next slide. So hold on to that number and color. Write your color down in your number. And let's have a look at the colors of your money. All right. Money is linked to the color green in America. And of course, in China, money is always referenced as red, right? Now, what do you feel is the color that best describes your money? And this could be your personal money, it could be your business money, it could be your salary, it could be your investments, just a general feeling of the color of your money. So I'm going to give you a couple of colors just to whet your appetite. Go down the list. Is my money black, copper, red? Is my money maybe pink, coral, orange, gold, yellow, olive, green, turquoise, blue, royal blue, which is also indigo, platinum, violet, magenta, and maybe white or silver. And just write down what you feel is the color of your money. Just the name. It'll be like an intuitive sense of what you believe about your money, and that will be a color attached to it. Are we all okay on that one? Have you all picked one? Excellent. Now we want to know the colors of your clients or your customers, the people that you service in your business or your job. So your client or customer's market, or the market that you service, has a vibration. For example, clients who like fast food, red and yellow is their colors. Think of McDonald's and the Golden Arch. Clients who like healthy foods, they relate to the color green. Technology, people in technology relate to turquoise. Farming and agriculture, copper. Teaching is blue. So what is the color of your client? So there's the list again. And just feel into who you service, who your client, your customer is, and feel what do you think is their color? Which one are you drawn to? And write that down. And it's quite okay if it's the same color as your money. It makes no difference. You can repeat colors with this exercise. Okay, let's move on. Now we want to see how do we work out your success colors. So I'm going to give you just an example. Say now we've got a personal color, that number 2 blue bottle that I had up in the earlier slide. You feel that your money is a gold color, and maybe you feel your clients are green. They're kind of environmentally aware people, and you kind of connect the color green to them. Okay. Have you got that so far? So make sure that you've got all 3 of them together on your piece of paper now. The personal color, the money color, and the client's color. So let's put them together. And this is how you get your success colors. Using a combination of those 3 colors, or 1 or 2 or 3 of them, it makes no difference. These colors are going to say something about your business and the type of success that you are going to attract. So your personal color, for example, is that blue. Now, here is some psychology I'm going to give you about the meaning of blue. It's about communication, listening, being a really good listener, having faith. We can't do anything these days without faith. And discipline. And that blue is a little bit like dad's color, masculine color, male color. So it does bring a bit of discipline in. Being very organized. Being a mentor. Being a teacher. And a very good money planner If you have blue as a life path or soul color, then you are a very good money planner as well. Now let's look at that money color, and the money color in the example I gave you was gold. Gold is about authenticity, being real, not putting a mask on and pretending you're something or someone, just being yourself. It's about power and being powerful, being a leader, being wise. Gold is people who have gold as their money color, you shouldn't have any problems manifesting wealth. You can create wealth. It's about being original and unique. We're okay with that one? Now let's look at the client's color. So the client's color in our example we said was green. Green is the color of calming. Green works for the good of everyone concerned. Green sets a standard of high morals and ethics. Trust, acceptance. Acceptance is so key, because acceptance comes into business when something has gone wrong and we hang on to it and we don't forgive people. You're going to get into trouble, because you're living in the past and you're forgetting to plan where you are now and moving your business forward. So acceptance of what is and letting it go and moving on is a key to me, a key component in business. Green is also about expansion, and green focuses on long-term goals. And how you get that is you think about green being panoramic. If you were standing watching nature, and you're in nature and you watch all the green hills and the fields around you, you can look quite far. You can see quite far ahead. So green does engender the ability to set long-term goals. So if we look at blue, blue says this is what you naturally offer. So think about it. This was the color of your date of birth. It's related to the day you were born. It has an energy and a vibration around it that says when you were born, you were this color. So that personal color is what do you offer in the business world? What do you offer into your business or to the people that employ you? If it was blue, you're a good communicator, you're a good listener, you're disciplined, you can go into the fields of mentoring, teaching, and definitely planning your money better. The money color is what attracts the income. This is very important. If you know the color that you are and you know what it means, what attracts the income? What will attract income in this example would be somebody that is themselves. They don't pretend to be somebody else. They are authentically themselves. Somebody that allows the wisdom to come through, even if it means going against the grain or opinions of others. They let their wisdom speak for them. This is somebody who's original and unique. Does that make sense? Right, so the last one is, so what does the client expect of you? Your client's color, you're going to know them because they can expect you to deliver in a certain way. If your client is green and you felt they were green, they don't want drama. They want a calm relationship with you. They are going to make a decision to buy in or be in your business with you in some way where it benefits not just them, but their entire staff or their team or their entire family. They are going to expect you to have a high code of conduct, a high set of morals and ethics, and you need to build up trust with them. You can even in your communication bring in the words that, I trust your decision. You bring that word into the meeting. Acceptance, they will, green clients, if something has gone wrong and maybe you've missed a meeting, they will accept it and move on and say, let's make the next meeting. If you've got like pink clients, not as forgiving as green clients. If you had a pink client, they would more go like, you missed the meeting and I'm so annoyed with you, and they try and take their business somewhere else. But green clients are going to just accept where you are and move on. And green clients are going to want you for a long-term connection. They're going to come to you for lots of sessions. They're going to buy lots of products from you. They're looking for something a little bit more long-term in that connection. They're just going to be one-hit wonder purchase. So when you have this information, when you understand what your personal color is, how the color that you feel your money is, the color that you feel your client is, you can bring it together and you can come up with a recipe for success. How is this little recipe sitting here? I feel like Martha Stewart. I've just given you how to cook a special mashed potato dish, and you've never cooked it this way before. Have you got any questions?
I guess what we need to establish is our color for sure. And when you know what the attributes under that color, then you can see how it works. Like each of us have our own individual colors, so we have to, each of us, figure out what these attributes mean to us.
That's correct. That, you know, the thing about color analysis, a lot of people will look at your marketing and your branding, your website, your logo colors, and you know, it will kind of, you know, have a meaning to you because you like those colors. The missing component for me has always been, what is your date of birth color? Because who you are is a vibration that goes out with your product. It's a vibration that goes out with the services you offer. So I think putting you into the mix with the money and the wealth you'd like to build and the financial foundations, as well as how you want to service your clients, it's so important to bring those three elements together. Because you can't just pick colors because they look good in business, or, you know, because a web designer said this would be or a graphic designer said these are good colors, or your favorite color. You do need to know that what you naturally offer, that's the vibration of who you are since the day you were born. And that being included in the design and in, you know, and into the energy is really going to help you build your success. Just have, you know, instead of just big and light, you know, light, it anchors it to me, it grounds it, that it happens. Yeah. Think about your logo, you know, the BPW's logo. You know, the date of birth corresponded to the colors that you had. It's like, that's why it's been going for so long. There's longevity there, because the birth of the organization is in the colors in the logo. And
I'm as usual, a little bit confused here. I feel like I fit into the blue, but it's not my favorite color.
no, and the blue is, but blue is you had number 5, which was green.
Well, you know what? I did
your
that
personal
wrong.
color.
I hate to say this, but I think I ended up being a 1.
You all ones. Oh my God. This
What
is
is that?
extraordinary.
What does that mean?
The yellow. So if we were going to look at your personal color being yellow, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to come out of the slides. By the way, if you want to contact me, there's my website and my email. It's just moira@moirabush.com, and moirabush.com is the website. Let me just come out of this for a minute, and then I can just talk to you on a bigger screen. And so if a lot of you are yellow, you've got that as your personal color. Now, yellow is a color of sunshine, joy, happiness. You know, children paint yellow suns when they're happy on their paintings. But yellow is also somebody that's independent, like serious independence. You don't get yourself hooked up into depending on other people. You like to stand on your own 2 feet. So and yellow also says you're very, very clever. You have a high IQ. This is, you know, this don't mess with me. And yellow is intellectual, so I can think things through. So bringing that color into your story around how you would like to do your business is important, because this builds confidence in people to want you, you know, to pull you in, because they go, this is somebody who's clever, somebody who's bright, somebody who's intellectual, but somebody who's also a happy person. You know, people don't want to be around miserable, sad sacks. They want to be around happy, smiley people. So you want to put some yellow somewhere into your logo design, your branding, your website, your correspondence, or maybe wear a bit of yellow when you're doing meetings like this. Have a little yellow scarf around. You can't flaunt yourself out there if this is your birth color, because it puts a message out to people to say, this is who I am. Does that make sense? So people, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of you, 5 of you so far. I've said that you're number ones, which is the yellow color. So you're all very, very bright. And by the way, in astrology, what's so interesting about yellow is it relates to the sun anyway. And if you think about it, the sun is the center of our solar system and everything else revolves around them. So those of you on number ones, boss people around, just do it. Because you're the center of the universe. They just haven't figured it out yet. They're still twirling around you, trying to be the sun. No, they're not. They're Earth, they're Pluto, they're moons, they're Saturn. They can be any of that. They're not the sun. You are. So flaunt that. Use that energy to empower yourself and put yourself forward. Don't be afraid to. With yellows, you want to be upfront. You really want to put yourselves out in the world. Yellows don't hide. Don't hide yourselves because your sun shines too bright.
So it isn't necessarily colors that you like, it's colors that you got.
Mm.
Okay.
And it could be, this is such a good one, Anne. Some people will say to me, I hate the color yellow. I'm a blue person. I just like blue. I don't like yellow. Well, there sits a problem. What natural gifts that I've just explained what yellow is are you resisting? I don't want to be the center of attention. I don't want to shine so bright that everybody can see me. I want to be invisible. So it could be that you have a resistance to this color, but it's not going to go away. It's the date of your birth. So at some point in your life or in your career, you're going to have to embrace the qualities of this yellow. And it might be the answer that gets you into a successful business. And add to that the color that you like your money and the color that you've identified as clients. Man, you have a recipe. Go play with it. I have to say my birth color is blue, a combination of blue and turquoise. And I do like blue, and turquoise is actually my color. The blue, it's too masculine for me. I don't really take it on. But I mean, if I think about it, turquoise is very artistic and creative, and I love that. Let me do my paperwork and get organized in the blue and be disciplined. I hate it. I resist blue with every fiber of my being. So, but I know that my business and the way I express myself and be more creative would do a hell of a lot better if I just sat down and did my bloody paperwork and filing.
You hit the nail on the head there with the filing.
Oh, filing and me, no.
About the color red.
Red, is that for a birth color, a client, a
No.
money color, or a client?
Just everything I own is red.
But yet you are a 1, Anne.
Yeah.
You're a yellow. Okay. So 1 is yellow and red is 9. It's associated with Mars, and that and it's a color that's very energizing. It's a foundational color because it's a color that sits at the base of our spine. So we literally sit on red all day long. And red is a color that not only energizes you to help you to get things done, but it also helps you to focus on and prioritize on money, because red is linked to money and the energy of making money. So you could probably sit on your bum and come up with loads of ideas on how to make money, but you have to at some point get up, walk out the door and go and do the job. You can't just be stagnant with that energy. It's like sitting on an egg that that's past its gestation period. You kind of have to move and get out there. But I love red people. My sister is red, and she's a chartered accountant, and oh my God, is she clever. She's got her own business now, and within 3 months, she was earning more in a business than she was ever at the highest paid jobs that she's had internationally in different countries. So she has that kind of energy. So if you embrace red and the positive side of it, you can make a lot of money and you can make a real impact and a difference in people's lives. What you have to watch out for, if you think about red with money, your money's in the red, which means you're in debt. And you have to, and if you have debts and you have money problems, you have to change poverty habits. You have to change some way that you speak about money as well, because red is it's so active and so out there and fast, and instantly what you say, red will manifest for you with money. So if you go around and go, oh, my car's broken, I need a new one, but I can't afford it, and you speak like that, red goes, sucks all the energy back in, and all the money that you can attract to get the car you really want just goes away. So you have to be very vigilant in how you speak about money when you have a powerful connection to red, because what you speak, you're gonna make it true.
Well, I must just keep saying I'm really rich, I'm really rich, I'm really rich.
Yeah, and of course, the key to this, I do Love and Money boot camps. I'm actually in the middle of a Love and Money boot camp right now, where we're bringing up all these poverty habits. And one of the things I always say is speak as if it's already there. I have this fabulous car that is this car, it's that color, and it drives beautifully, and I love it. And you visualize seeing it in your driveway. And the money that you need to get that car happen is actually not your problem, because here's how the universe works. It looks at you, Anne, and goes, Anne wants a silver, a beautiful, let's just call it a nice Honda, whatever it is. I don't know what car you like, but you want this brand new Honda in silver, with all the latest tricks and upgrades and leather seats and all that, and you're driving a little old Churi that's half broken, and the reality of life is you didn't have the money to buy this car, but it's what you want. But you just keep saying to the universe, parked in my driveway, not the car you got parked there, but parked in my driveway is silver Honda with leather seats and all the trimmings. And you keep saying that to the universe. Now, the universe is so intelligent. It hears Anne and it goes, oh, I think we have messed up somewhere, because this woman keeps saying that this silver Honda is parked in the driveway, and it's not. Can she not see this horrible old car she's got parked there? Oh my goodness, what can we do to make sure that we give her what she actually says is there, because we must have not given her the right car. And suddenly the universe finds a way to bring you the money. You maybe you're even going to win the car through a competition. It will find a way to get it to you, because you told it. That's it. Why does it work that way? Because you are linked to the universe. You're intricately linked to every aspect of creation, of humanity, of thought, of feeling. You are part of it. You're not separate to it. But because we're in this body, we see ourselves as separate from the energy that's out there. And that's not the truth. We are connected to it. So when the part of us, who's part of this universal creative energy and divine energy, says there is a silver Honda parked in my driveway, the other part that might not be in your body, but it's around you, it's connected to you, goes, oh, that part of me says there's a silver Honda, but there isn't. What can we do to make it happen?
Very, very interesting.
The
Does
trick
anybody
is
have
the
any
universe.
questions?
Yeah,
Go
and you
ahead.
know what the trick is, yeah, and the universe may put in front of you a competition in a newspaper for a silver Honda. And you look at it and go, shit, that's just the car I want. Maybe I should enter this competition. Enter the competition. The universe put it in front of you and said, this is how we're going to get you your car.
Excellent. Well, I don't want one. I'm quite happy with mine. So, does anyone have any questions? Oh, Norma?
It's interesting. I picked red for my clients, and I'm retired now, but I was an insolvency trustee. So when red money, you said money with red and all those things. And that's what I had to do. I had to take clients who had red flags everywhere and turn that red into a green for them.
And it's so interesting, because green is the opposite color to red. So you take the money out of the red and you put it back in the green, in the positive space. And yeah, I've dealt with people who've done a lot of have had debt, and they've had to face it, and they have to be so careful that they don't keep themselves in that mindset of debt, that I owe money, or I'm now poor because I owe money. You're not poor, you're just in debt. It's just another state of being with money, and you can get out of it. Nobody's poor, because if you think about who you really are, you're this divine, beautiful, soulful being. You're not poor. God doesn't make you poor. You make yourself poor because it's a fact that you buy into, a belief you buy into. And if you're doing this kind of work for people, is just to keep that positive mindset going, and keep taking action to get their money back into the green again. Yeah, remind them they're powerful. They can do anything they want.
Do the colors mean the same thing regardless of where they fall as far as personal, money, and client?
Color is color. They have a psychology to it, and it will, through the filter of looking at it as money and through the filter of looking at it as a personal color or a client marketing color, it will what the color means just changes slightly. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, because Stacey, you were also a 1. What was the color of your money?
Green.
And the color of your client?
It didn't come to me at first, but I did choose blue, but it wasn't a strong blue.
Okay, what kind of clients do you service? Well, who
I'm
are
a
they?
financial advisor.
Oh, very good. That's very good. So you have got so you have that independence. So it's good for you to be in your own business, by the way, to be a consultant and stand up independently on your own 2 feet. If you are working in a company, they better make you the boss. They better make you the CEO fast, because that's what ones want. The yellow energies, they want to be the boss. They can be ambitious that way. Green for your money says, for you to work with money, it needs to come from your heart, because green is the color of the heart energy. So there's a lot of generosity for you in this. But you probably would also do a lot of generosity if you're consulting or giving people advice. You will be getting a lot of your time. So you probably don't charge enough for your time with people and clients, but definitely it comes from the heart, and it's very well-meaning. It also says money, green in money means you can bring balance, because green is a very balancing color. Then in the blue, the financial blue is about being a really good money manager. Like we said in the blue example as a date of birth, a soul color, if you put it under the canopy of a client, it's also here good money management. So you can really teach good money management skills to your clients. They expect it of you. That's what they're going to want. So your advertising and your wording around the services and the type of business you offer, you need to put in there, I'm a really good money manager. And you can say that because you're the center of the sun, you're the sun, the center of the universe. You can go, I am. You can little ego there, right? I am. And blue is trust as well. There's a lot of trust that can come in blue. So yeah, I think that's blue. You probably picked the right color for clients there. But they're going to, blue is the throat, so it's about communication. So your clients, one of the expectations they'll have of you is clear communication, regular communication, updates. You kind of want to set up those automated emails that can go in with little newsletters. Just even if you haven't spoken to your clients for a while, you want to keep them in the loop and give them like a quarterly newsletter. Just, oh, hello, this is what's happening in my world. This is what's happening in the industry. This is what's happening with the tax laws. This is what's going to change. Are you ready for it? Do you need to come see me? Remember, I'm here for you. So it's that keeping that connection through communication.
Thank you.
Is that useful?
Yes.
Cool.
So I'm wondering, when you say blue, are you referring to royal blue, which is also indigo?
Yes, royal blue, indigo. Well, yeah, there is a difference between just blue and then the royal blue. Royal blue and indigo is kind of classed together. Royal blue and indigo, you're going into intuition. You're going into that, that they call it the third eye. And yeah, and it is about having a feeling as well about something and trusting that feeling. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That was the color I picked for my clients.
Yeah. So they need you to be intuitive, and you need to trust their intuition as well. So the kind of communication you would do with your clients who have that indigo is to say to them, so what do you see? Where do you see this going? Because it's a third eye, right? Green, your communication will be, where do you feel this is going? But with vision, you need to have that communication that says, yeah, what do you see?
Thank you.
Yeah, because then they'd respond to that. Yeah.
Very interesting.
Was this useful?
Yes, yes.
Mhm.
Oh,
It was
excellent.
funny that BPW's colors are exactly, I think it reflects us perfectly.
Mm.
And a lot of members don't like the yellow or the gold and the green, and they want to change it. But now I'm
Yes.
thinking,
No way.
yeah, really.
But there's another aspect to that gold and green that if you want me to share it with you, and because color has a positive and a negative side. The negative side is, what do the colors heal? Do they pick up that's your shadow aspect or your more negative mindset, and how can that be turned around? And green and gold traditionally is people who struggle with money. Especially people who are in the service industry and they want to make a difference in the world. They're kind of your real do-gooders out there. They're going to change the world and transform the world no matter what, even if it breaks their back and it breaks their bank. They're going to go out to make a difference. So green and gold speaks about that, and almost like a sacrifice that you want to make. Break your heart, break the green of the heart, break the gold, the bank, to be able to deliver what you want to do. So there's a lot of energy there around we're going to help you. If you have this pattern, this organization will support you. This organization will be there for you, and we will help you heal that.
Wow.
So, yeah, so it will draw, because the logo will draw people to that are struggling. But I mean, that's the purpose of the organization. You want to help women.
Yeah.
So why change it?
Interesting.
But if you are going to change it, you need to consult someone like me or some color fundi person, to analyze the colors and help you look at a new direction, because it will change everything. When you change a logo, that's why companies that have had logos for a very long time, corporations, they're very, very careful about changing the colors, because they know that if they put another color in or change something, it can actually kill the business. McDonald's tried to do that. They red with a golden arch, and then they decided in Europe, because they were just not kicking ass in Europe with sales, because people there have gardens. They're a little bit more healthier. Slovenia was the first country that McDonald's completely and utterly failed. They had to shut it down. Because Slovenia, everybody lives very naturally, and they grow their own food and vegetables. They don't do fast foods. And McDonald's failed miserably there. It's the first country it ever failed in. And then I thought, oh, well, let me, whoever the market build, let's change it to gold and green. So instead of it being red, we go to the complementary color green, and let's tell people and show people we also have healthy food. We now do salads. That didn't last very long because the business started tanking. So they went back to green and gold. Yeah.
That's really cool. Yeah.
They fast food. They're not about healthy food. They're about plastic manufactured whatever food. I don't know what they make, but it's not something I eat. Yeah.
I worked there for 3 years when I was a teenager. Be careful.
Oh.
And if we can find the origin, the people that created the green and gold logo, and did it go as far back as 1930? And that'd be really interesting to find out the history of the logo. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
You
interesting.
may have to look at some research documents at some university or some historical documents, because it's not something. And I did look on the internet to see if there was a little bit more history I could get into it, and because I wanted to get like a specific, that first meeting when it was launched, what was it about, or the first time of the legal because if you have a date of birth when you are born, but your business has a date of birth the day you register it. And you get your business number. That date of birth also has a color. So yeah, I couldn't find it for you guys. No, not for your organization. You might have to do a deeper dive.
It was much more, the logo started way back with the Canadian Federation, so it was it was more like a crest. That's the way the logo first started. And it was used on all the newsletters for all the clubs and everything. Yeah.
And wasn't it black and white?
It's black and white now. Back then, it was more just a crest. I don't even know. I'd have to go back and look at some of the stuff, because I don't know if it even had any color on it, if it was just kind of a crest, you know, just a white in ink, kind of like an ink drawing of a crest. And then it had the letters inside in the bottom, CF, Canadian Federation of Business and Professional Women. So CFBPW or something like that.
I have a colleague, which is a friend now, Amy Bell, who her and I have done a show called Colors Behind the Brand. And they recorded that. You can find them on my YouTube channel. If you just type my name, Moira Bush, into YouTube, it will come up. And then you'll see the Colors Behind the Brand show, the recordings, where we looked at some famous brand names, and we discussed, you know, what they were about. And we also interviewed entrepreneurs. They gave us their colors, and we told them what the colors meant, because it's just such a fun thing to do. And so you're very welcome to go to my YouTube channel, go and have a look at how we analyze some colors. It's fascinating, because the colors of your branding and your marketing speaks to the client, but it puts your energy out there, and you have to find a way to combine them so that your message is clear. Yeah. Because when you're sleeping, your colors are out there talking on your behalf. Yeah.
What about black and white?
Black and white is the beginning and the end of everything. So the black is about birthing, believe it or not, and the white takes you to this white light, and the white light then, you know, makes you so blind you have to go find the darkness to be able to find the light again. It's like a cycle, but it's yin and yang. It's a you know, the biggest thing about black and white. I actually have a bottle I can show you. Let me just get it up for you here. The biggest thing about the black and white is it's kind of a judgment color, because it says, it puts things into separation. It says things are either dark or they're light, and then we go, it's either good or it's evil, you know. And so, and the thing with black and white is, it challenges you to move beyond that thought of separation and judgment, because the root cause of all evil is judgment, literally. I firmly believe that, because it's because we all judge the world and everybody in it, that we continue to separate them, and we put them into good and bad, and we go to war to try and fix it. And we're just on this endless cycle of wars and strife. And yeah, so black and white kind of brings that up in a logo for a business. Yeah, I've seen people use it, and it can be very dramatic. You know, it can actually be very balancing, but you'd have to do it in a way that, you know, the black wasn't the main point. I think somebody who can have a black and white logo would be somebody like a hypnotherapist, maybe, because they're going to delve. You have to close your eyes, go into the darkness, and they go inside to bring your trauma and your pain out, and heal you that way, and bring it into the light. That might be a good business to have black and white logo.
Very interesting.
Yeah. Because remember, if this is a logo, this is saying something about you as well. You know, I'm somebody who's made friends with the black and the dark side of life, but I definitely, because I have that experience, I can bring you into the light. I can help you see the light. I can help you have more clarity, because it's got to say something about you, and it's got to say something about the clients. And it's got to say something about how you're going to make your money. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Does anyone else have any questions or comments? No?
I have a comment. This is just strange. You're going to say it's not strange. I don't know if you can see my phone.
Yeah, I see all those colors. Yeah.
So notice the yellow and blue and green.
Yeah.
So when I made my last career move, I was thinking about going independent and looking at colors for logo. And that was what I had settled on, which is pretty bizarre after hearing this evening. I joined a firm. I didn't go independent, but It's an interesting coincidence,
And I
or
hope
not so
that-
much, maybe.
and and you being that one energy, definitely don't be afraid of taking on extra responsibility or a leadership role within the organization, because you do really well with that.
Excellent.
I know there is a newsletter. Oh, people can hear me. There is a newsletter on the BPW Canada website, and I can't find it right now, and it has the logo there. There is one I just found but it was posted on I believe it was posted, well, it says it's a plaque in 1938. If I can share my screen, I don't know if I
ahead.
can share it. Let me see.
So now,
Where more? There it is. No.
can't see it yet.
Oh,
No.
I got it. Hold it. Here it comes. There you go. See at the very top there?
Yeah, I see.
It's really different. And it's changed. It's changed over the years. That's a really early one. I would say about 25, 30 years ago, it's different. I've got some pins from that long ago.
Wow.
I have a pamphlet actually. When I was doing research about BPW Niagara Falls, I had a pamphlet that had that same logo with the black and white, first of all.
Yeah.
That's why it was the very same one.
Mm.
Yeah.
I would also imagine if you think about women in business those years, they were really, really kept in the dark. They weren't allowed to shine their light and be in their power. So the colors of the logo that would have been reflective of the time of women. Black and white wouldn't suit you now because you're not in the dark. You're very empowered. You definitely gold. That relates to empowerment and authenticity, I think. And then green, which says it's coming from the heart. This is the one strong thing that women bring into business is we come from our hearts. Yeah.
Excuse me. How about the color fuchsia? I love fuchsia.
Yeah, I can see me.
Ah,
My book, Eight
I'll
Colors
go.
of Prosperity, also fuchsia. Love it. It's magenta. It's magenta with a rose pinky kind of energy to it.
Yeah.
And magenta is my color that brings me into a centeredness that I can do presentations like this and hold an energy and just do what my real job is. All the stuff I've said to you is kind of, so we can chat and be together. My real job is to hold a space to remind you that you are divine, because that's what magenta and fuchsia means. You are divine being of the universe, and you are powerful. And when you remember you're divine, you can do anything. Nothing can stop you.
Oh, I'm glad I asked. Thank you very much.
Uh-huh.
I'm from Montreal, BPW Montreal, Canada.
Oh, nicely.
Please. Yeah. And I'm Francophone basically, bilingual.
How did you find out about this particular event tonight?
It was my Chantal who sent a blog saying that there's an event.
Good. It's always nice to know how people find out about us.
Yes.
Is it Chantal from Montreal or Chantal Fraser?
No, Montreal. Mayor
Montreal,
Chantal.
okay.
She's president of Montreal and
Yes.
Canada, I think. No.
Yes, she's the communications chair for Canada. So
Yes. I
sent
know
it
you.
to her.
I've seen you before in meetings, I think. Yeah.
I get
Recognize
around.
your face. Anyways,
Yeah, I think
this is
I
very
recognize.
interesting.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you showed, Lise. That's amazing. Thank you.
Oh, well, thank you and thank to say that I'm a, what's the term you use with magenta, fuchsia? I'm an energy, a positive energy.
Yeah, you're divine and you're
Oh,
perfect.
I'm divine. Oh my God. I have to tell this to my husband. Where is he?
Why, be sure you do.
Excellent.
If only, yes. That's nice.
Mhm.
Oh, I had I was looking for fuchsia in the color list person. Now I'm glad I asked what it was. So person, I'm fuchsia. The money is green and the people are blue.
Oh,
Clients are blue.
yeah. Communication, when green and blue are together, it's communication is very important.
Communication.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It has to be conscious and clear, double checked. If you're going to make a post on Facebook or on
Mhm.
LinkedIn, read it 3 times before you put it out there, do a spell check. It really, green and blue is the communication comes from the throat and the heart together. So
Oh,
it's a double whammy of really being conscious with any communication system. Yeah.
and since it's going to be a divine message, I have to triple check.
You got it, girl. Yeah.
Sorry. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else have anything? Okay, well, Moira, thank you so much. That was really, really cool. Yeah, I hope that everyone got their colors and knows where they're coming from.
Now, and
Yes, sir.
since there is no longer registration, that means you don't have everyone's email. So if anyone wants to receive the actual presentation, the PDF, we would have to give you our email.
Yes, if you want to receive Moira's presentation in PDF, put your email address in the chat. And I mean, I know almost everybody, Stacy, Laura, and Lise, if you want to put your email addresses into the chat, I will add you.
I'm trying to, but it doesn't want to do something. Why? I'm
Nancy, she's got your email.
Nancy, I know where to find
Yeah.
you.
You
Yeah,
can't
it's-
hide.
You've got all the member emails?
I do,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay, then I won't try and figure this out.
No.
Yeah.
having some real technical issues today, and I don't know why.
Mhm.
Oh,
It's definitely been very fascinating. I
absolutely.
thoroughly enjoyed this.
Well, thank you so much for
Yeah.
having me. I really appreciate you inviting me. And as I said, you can go on my website, has a lot of free information on colors. And there's bottles you can pick colors and read messages. It's all free. Go and have a little play. MoiraBush.com.
Well, thank
Thank
you so
you.
much. So this will be posted on our
That sounds
YouTube
interesting.
channel at some
Interesting.
point. So we can look for that as well and tell your friends that they can find it. And thank you again. And I hope everyone has a great evening.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Moira. It was wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank
I knew
you.
it was going to be good.